So the coronavirus is spreading. We are all quarantined. We are not allowed to leave our homes except for essential travel, and we're not allowed to go outside, which means I can't go out and play Magic, I can't go fishing, I can't go and visit my family, I can't do any of that stuff. The only thing I'm allowed to do is go to the supermarket and then come straight back, and it's made me go a little bit insane. Like I have been writing Mad Lads. I've got one finished, one half done, which I just stopped because my brain's fried and it requires a lot of fiddling about with a certain timeline of something which I can't be arsed doing right now, so I'll do that when I can be bothered. And the third one that I really want to do, but it's going to take a lot of work because it's going to require me to watch 18 hours worth of footage, which I think I might not have to do because I believe some absolute champion of a person has already done that and spliced all the best bits from those 18 hours. I was watching his video on it and it's still like 2 hours long, but I think that maybe is going to save me some time. But in the meantime, to sort of preserve my sanity, I realise I'm zoomed right in, it's this lens, that I believe it or not, my arm is actually completely fucking outstretched, right? It's just a tight lens. To preserve my sanity, I've had a lot of people asking me, you know, what's in the cabinet? What is in the Magic cabinet? I get people asking me about my Magic collection all the time, so I'll do that and I'll do a little bit of a tour of the room, which I've spent so much time in already, and I'm already fucking sick of it. Right, so that's my display cabinet. You notice a lot of shininess, a lot of shiny stuff in here. But obviously, on closer inspection, you'll realise that there's things in here that shouldn't be in here. Right, so we can start at the top. Those are magazines and comics. You know, there's your fireball there. Magazines and comics that I get given as a gift. That's just a special card that I got from my wife. Very touching, so I kept it. There's just wee token things, which obviously this isn't going to fucking focus because the fucking window's in the way. Yeah, there's the wee special edition of the Planeswalkers I got there. That was also a present. But the number one card I collect, the number one thing that I hunt for, Kaladesh Inventions. And the fucking light shining off them, and this camera isn't focusing, but yeah, pretty much the whole top two shelves are all Kaladesh Inventions from the Kaladesh block. But I've also got a couple of ones down there. I've also got the Blood Crypt Expedition from Zendikar. These I would trade for Inventions because I'm not collecting these. I just got these in packs. I've got my two foil Walking Ballistas there. Got my old Blood Crypt. I've got my Karn and all that, but then I've got other ones as well. I've also got the most expensive card that I own, my Kaladesh Invention Chalice of the Void. That's the most expensive one that I own. Now see, all of these, you know, I've got my Grindstone, I've got my Sphere of Resistance. All of these were opened. I didn't buy any of these. The only times that I actually go out and buy cards is if I need one for a deck, and it's usually, you know, little stupid ones that are from a set that I just didn't buy, like little singles and everything. I think the most expensive card that I've ever bought, and I've only bought it because I needed it for a deck, was my Ugin the Spirit Dragon for my Eldrazi deck, just because it's a fucking disgustingly powerful card. So yeah, now this is where you'll see some stuff. You know, there's a little bit of value in there. You can't really see that, but that Omnath is actually foil. And then I've got a couple of borderless ones there, Sundering Stroke. You know, a couple of the alternate art ones. I've got a wee, can't really see it, but that's a foil Teferi, foil Murderous Rider. They're all foils, but they're not shown. I've got my foil Embercleave in there as well, and then I've got these which I'm going to actually take out so that you can actually bloody see them. This is the part where I knock down. Fucking focus, boy. Focus, there we go. Right, I've got my foil. Doesn't this fucking camera. It looks good, but it doesn't bloody focus. There we go. I've got my foil Clothis, God of Destiny, and then I've also got my foil Perforos as well. Again, all of these all opened in packs. I'm just extremely lucky. Now this is where, when we get to the bottom, you'll notice, this is when you'll start to notice that there are things in here that don't belong. You know, I put all my wee D20s at the front just to sort of hold them together. That right there, that's just an old penny from 1797. I don't know if you can see that there. It's a really old, thick, big fucking penny from 1797. And oh, random shit. I've just got all my big fat D20s sitting there as well. And then over here gets a little bit interesting. A lot of people freaked out when I showed them this. I'm not in the Masons. I'm not in the Masons. That was a present. There are an awful lot of Masons around here, though. You know, Masons are steeped in everything. These are actually, I go travelling up north a lot to the coast. These are actually fossils that I found. And if we can just get that to focus, you see them there? It's just sort of like old shellfish and stuff like that in there. You just get a little bit of metal in between the slate and break it. There's nothing really on that side, but you can see them there. Fossils that I found. It's quite cool. I do that actually quite a lot. Well, fucking no so much now. That one you can't really, that's just a wee small one. You can see it just there. It looks like it was possibly a brine shrimp or something at some point. Don't know what it was, but yeah. I've got a few of them. But then you get further down. You know, I've got my planar bridge. I've got my Sousa Lost but Seeking. That was an unexpected one. I've got my Paradox engine, which isn't fucking worth anything now because it's banned. Then I've got this one. I realised that my Elish Norn there. My Elish Norn, I've also got a wee foil hallowed fountain. I realised that my Elish Norn there, it isn't a big value card. It's a card that I just have purely because I like the artwork. Purely because I like the artwork. And then you've got some other things in there. You've got some promos. Steel Leaf Champion, that was a good one, but then that kind of get replaced by Questing Beast. And then these are just sort of various foils and mythics. You know, there's 2 promo Nexus of Fates, which are also banned. Yeah, these are just sort of various. You'll notice that a lot of these are just sort of foil rares and promo cards, you know, stuff that does not belong in this. The only reason they're in there is just because I don't like empty gaps in my display cabinet. And the problem is I sometimes have to go into it to like pilfer cards that I actually need. Like I stole one of the planar bridges as well for my Eldrazi deck. But then if you come over here, you can see, no you can't because there's no fucking light. This is my rares, had to check it there. So basically these are all the rares from Zendikar onwards, and yep, I sort them all in order, and you can see if there's a gap. It's because there was a card I needed. I needed that Disallow for the Urza deck. So yeah, basically every set, and I've got all of my rares in order, and I've done this for every set because I like to be organised. I like my Magic collection extremely organised. So these folders are all of my rares. I think all of this is Kaladesh block. What does it go up to? Oh shit, I think I've just fucked it. This goes all the way up to Dominaria, and then after that I've got another folder with all the rares from after that block. But then we get the special folder. Then we get the very special folder. Just set that there. This is the special folder. This folder is literally called Money, because these are the expensive cards, the ones that don't go in the cabinet but are up for trade. I'm going to actually take this in the middle of the floor where you'll actually be able to fucking see it. Right, so there's some walking ballistas. Now I know that there's chiller pillars in there, and I know that you're wondering why the fuck is there chiller pillars in there? Why are they signed? That was actually for people at the shop. The thing with chiller pillars all stemmed from I go and play Magic twice a week, or well, at least I used to before the virus started killing everybody. And in the shop, this is back when Modern Horizons came out, we were doing a Modern Horizons draft, and while I was looking through the pack, I found a chiller pillar, and I just think it's it's just this big retarded looking caterpillar, and it's called chiller pillar. It was just such a meme card, and I've no idea why. I honestly couldn't tell you why, but I fucking just started laughing like a wee girl. And everyone's looking at me going, are you alright? And I was just showing everyone chiller pillar, and I actually couldn't speak from laughing. And everyone's looking at me like it's not that funny. But to me it was. So chiller pillar became a bit of a meme with me. Fatal pushes. a lot of fatal pushes. Like I said, all of those inventions, they were all opened. They were all opened, so yeah, I've opened an awful lot of Kaladesh and Aether Revolt. These are all promos for days. Gutter Snipes, I got 4 promos, a playset of them because I used those like fuck when they were in rotation. I had a fucking amazing burn deck that I ran with them. So these are all just promos, buy a box, you know, that type of thing. Now we've got wee sort of Stormcrow. It's just because obviously I got my wee foil Dream Trawler there, but that's... Oh wait a minute. That's not a... Oh yeah, that is, yeah, Dream Trawler, that's a promo. Just saw the date on it there. Then you've got your unstable lands, which I just think are fucking excellent. I love the unstable lands. Now we're into foil rares. This is just various sets. These aren't really in any particular Field of the Dead. Too bad it's banned. Yeah, these are all just foil rares, various foil rares from various sets. And now we're getting into the mythics. So these are all the mythics from Kaladesh. Just got tons of these. Basically, this is my trading folder. Planar Bridge. I'm pretty sure I've got Paradox Engines in here as well. I'm sure, yeah, there's a wee Paradox Engine there. The price for that absolutely fucking tanked after it got banned. And then Lyra Dawnbringer, Mox Ambers, all this type of stuff. So then it's just ages and ages of all mythics or rares that are worth money. Like I've got this wee special page here. I've got that there, Eternity Vessel. I've got the old fucking breeding pool. And all that, no bad. Then it's rares that are worth money. Get a full page of Heroic Interventions, a bit more on the page. These are all your dual lands, shock lands, Panharmonicon, dual lands and shock lands, Karn, Blasto and Finale. Oh yeah, this is just some of the stuff from good Cloud Shredder Sliver, foil. But then I've got my Force of Negation there, that's a little money card. Hogak, which again was worth money until it got fucking banned. Like, oh fucking, I feel so bad. I don't buy up cards, I don't speculate on cards. I've got mates that fucking do, where as soon as a card becomes really powerful, really popular, like they buy it up immediately because they know that the price of it is going to go up. And then you find out the card gets banned and you've just lost your entire investment because the price just fucking plummets. There's on a Field of the Deads again. Shame that they're fucking banned. I think I've got a foil one of them, and then here's all your ley lines. A wee blue foil one there as well, and then just more dual lands. And then we're getting into. I've got a full page of Risen Reefs because I've got a deck that runs Risen Reef. I fucking enjoy it. I think that middle one, yeah, it is. It's a foil. Then these are just various foil alternate arts from Throne of Eldraine. Like, I think the fucking, look at that. like Embrace Shield Breaker, like the alternate art on that. I think it's fucking brilliant. That's also a foil. So there's all of these, all your alternate arts. Torbrand, I need to actually dig out. I'm sure I've got a wee pile of him sitting somewhere. There's Once Upon a Time, which also got fucking banned. Like all these cards that were once worth money, they're all fucking banned now. And then we're just getting into the mythics. Outlaw's Merriment, I think's fucking brilliant. You know, people misunderstand just how much of a fucking problem that card can become. Especially if you've got a Divine Visitation down, then it's even fucking worse. A 4/4 Angel every upkeep. There's Oko. He get banned. Fuck's sake. I think that Magic Mirror's a foil, is it? No, it's not. Ignore me. Another foil Embercleave, and then I've just got a couple of the foil lands and castles and stuff like that. Oh, there's alternate arts and some of the enchantment creatures from Theros Beyond Death. There's all your lands there as well. There's all your jewels. Got a foil Nyx Lotus as well, which is nice. And then I've just got that wee Kiora thing. I want to use that card. I'm just struggling to find a use for it yet. And yeah, all of these were opened. These were all opened. I don't. The only time I buy singles is if I actually need it for a deck. That's the only time I actually buy singles. But then we've got this here, which is my actual deck box. The only reason I'm showing all this is because I have people like constantly, like, they keep asking me, like, shows your collection. So this is my wee, if it bloody focuses. There we go. Nah, you changed your mind. Alright, goodbye. You come back. There we are. There we are. Okay. So I've got this. This is just a wee one that I'm experimenting with. I'm trying to see what is in here. This is this my elementals? Oh yeah. This is my elemental deck. I'm trying to hold the camera with one hand. Yeah. I basically use Risen Reef, a bunch of other elementals, tappable, you know, mana docks, so that I can ramp right up. Then I put down a Thassa, which allows you to flicker target creature. And then I drop Agent of Treachery, which means on my end step I get to flicker it every time and take possession of something else. It's very hit and miss, this deck. Like, it's fun if you can make it pop off, it's fun, but as for a win ratio, not that great. Not that great. Especially if you can't ramp up in time. This is my my Pioneer deck. There's various nights at the shop I play. You get Commander Night, Pioneer Night, Standard Night. Sometimes they switch it up and do a wee draft. Yeah, this is my Pioneer mill deck, which I built completely myself. It has a very high win rate, so I'm not going to reveal what it is. I'm going to keep that to myself. I'm going to keep that one to myself. Secret. It's a secret one, and yeah, I know it's mill. A lot of people go, you play mill? That's disgusting. Yeah, well, you probably run with more than 4 cancels in your deck because you're a pussy. Then these are my commander decks. This is my Gishath deck, full of dinosaurs. The reason Gishath is so good is you get Trample, Vigilance and Haste. I've got stuff that can plus him, you know, I can make him have 12 power if I wanted, and if he does damage to a player, say for example if I can pump him up to 12, basically if I do 12 damage to a player, I get to look at the top 12 cards in my library. Any one of them that are dinosaurs, I get to put them all into the battlefield without paying their mana cost. And a lot of them have upon entering the battlefield triggers as well. So basically this deck is absolutely disgusting. If you want me to lose, the first thing you need to do, don't ever let me cast Gishath. If you want me to lose, don't let me cast him. Because if I manage to get him out, and I manage to get artifacts on him that give him hexproof, then you're in trouble. Then I've also got this, which is my Eldrazi deck, which I've got Krufix, God of Horizons as my commander, and he just basically acts as a bank. And then I've got things like Seedborn Muse, so basically as it's going around the table I'm just tapping, untapping, building up a massive fucking bank of mana on Krufix. and then I start dropping gigantic fucking Eldrazi's and all that, you know, and I've got ways of giving them haste and all that in there as well, which is fun. People are probably interested in the mats that I use. I do have another mat, but this is the mat that I generally use, and like I said earlier, I just really fucking love that artwork, man. I just think the Elish Norn artwork is fucking excellent, which is why this is the playmat. This is the playmat that I have. But yeah, as for the fucking rest of the room, there are my weights. There are my weights that are collecting dust because I haven't used them in a wee while. See, I do chest, shoulders, arms. No cardio, as you probably can tell. I don't do cardio. There's my keyboard, which I also don't play, because I don't know if any of you can remember the giant steel cabinet I had in the last room. Well, I was moving that, and the plug for that was lying on the floor. And when I lowered the cabinet, it just crushed it and shattered the plug, so I don't have a plug for it. Also, those are all my hats, believe it or not. Oh, there's the infamous. There's the infamous hat. That is that's the hat I was wearing when I made the Nazi pug video. So there you go. Maybe sell it one day, you know, once my career goes down the fucking toilet and I'm fucking skint. In this cupboard, these are just like old PC games that I've just held on to, like purely for sentimental purposes. You know, this is back in the day when you would go out and buy a boxed PC game. Fucking Neocron. Jesus Christ, I miss Neocron. That was a fucking excellent game. This is an East German Stasi hat that someone got me as a present. It was actually my father-in-law that got me that because he excuse me, he thinks that the videos where I'm wearing the hat are the funniest, but there is the actual hat. That's the actual hat there, which you can't fucking see because it's too dark, but I like to keep that all them there, like as a wee display. Up here, which you can't see, there's a Thanos glove. That's going to be making an appearance in a future video. Those are just various Skyrim aliens figurines and stuff. And then fucking a wee Funko Pop hiding there in the corner. I think Funko Pops are cringe. I think collecting them is absolutely cringe. The only reason that I have that one is because it's Dark Souls. And I'm a massive fucking Dark Souls fanboy. Right, that's it. The first two things it fucking focuses on: Trump's book and the fucking Jewish Bible. The reason I have those is someone sent me that to the PO box as a joke, and that was a present from a Jewish friend of mine who was in the IDF, and this is the Bibles that they get issued in the IDF. And these are all, there we go, more masonry stuff. Again, I'm just interested in it. I'm not a fucking mason. Oh, who gives a shit? Paul's still going to call me a mason. These are all Scottish related books as well. You've got like Castle Malach. These are all poems from Robert Burns. We got Wild Drumnelbane, and then we've got like The Road to Rannoch. And this is obviously clans. This is basically a category of clans and their tartans. Celtic mythology, Beyond the Highland Line. That's actually quite a funny book because it's based on travels in the Highlands by three. No, it's not. That's not that book. That's this book, right? The Discovery of Scotland. That's based on the letters from three different travellers. You know, travelling differently for each other at different times through Scotland, and they're basically writing home about the things they see and what the people are like, what the towns are like, so on and so on. And the last guy in the book is a businessman who just fucking hates Scotland and hates Scottish people, which is quite funny. We've got the Hobbit there as well, but then we've got this, the Concise Scots Dictionary. Now, just to be clear, Scots is not Gaelic. It's not Gaelic. It's very, very heavily influenced by Gaelic, but it's not 100% Gaelic. And then I've got these old books here, but this is probably the most expensive one that I own. I'm actually going to bring this out just so you can see this. Right now, this is an original Excelsior edition of Robert Burns and it is a very, very old book, which is why I'm being gentle, because it's obviously seen some wear and tear over the years. But the bit that I really, really enjoy about it is written, if I can bloody open it. Come on now, where is it? Where is it? 2 seconds, I'm just going to sit this down so that I can open this on the right bloody page. Now, where is this page? Ah, there we go, there we go. Just stuck together. Now, focus, there we go. So that is to Mary Stuart from W. Cameron with best wishes, July the 7th, 1882. So this book is about, how is it, nearly 140 years old. This book, 140 years old. It's almost as old as America. But yeah, the other stuff in here, I've got the Game of Thrones books, which I have not busted open and not read yet, because, I mean, look at that, Jesus Christ, I've not got enough time. I've got a Lord of the Ring books though, which I have read very heavily. These are all free speech, political related books. As you can see there, you've got, you know, some Orwell, some cheeky Orwell. I've got Maps of Meaning, which I'm going to be honest with you, I've not fucking read. I'm going to hide that there. I'm going to hide that because I think I just gave away a mad lad there. These are all Misk. This is just Misk. Someone sent me that when they heard I was How to Fix Everything for Dummies, when they heard I was doing a lot of DIY in the new house, which is still ongoing, but not as major. Someone sent me that to the PO box, so good meme. Thanks very much. Well, I've got this. This is special. This is very cool. Just knocked them all over. This is actually quite special, and I actually quite enjoy it. Right, I don't play Eve as much anymore, but I used to play it all the fucking time. I was obsessed with the game. I went to FanFest in Iceland, where even though I don't play Eve anymore, I would still go to FanFest just because it was fucking brilliant. Eve is probably one of the very few games where like the devs of the game actually have like celebrity status in the community, because they're just, the devs of this game are just fucking excellent people. So you've got that there, that little special thing that they gave. Don't worry about that code at the bottom getting stolen, I've already redeemed it. And then, you know, you get some artwork here as well in the book, which I think is fucking excellent. That's also the Stratios. That's a exploration cruiser. But this is what got me. This is the source book, so this is basically lots of development stuff and like you know, artwork and everything from the game. But this is what really got me now. Sue got me this for my birthday. Look at that, man. Fucking CCP guard, fucking everybody's in there. Like, that's like, I would see when I opened this fucking present up, I was blown away. This is like probably the most thoughtful thing that anyone has ever bought me. Like, I honestly could not believe that Sue like somehow managed to get the devs to do this. Like, honestly, this is one of the best presents that I've ever gotten. I absolutely love this. Easily one of the best presents that I've ever gotten. As for what else is in there, this is just like props and stuff. Oh, no, just pay no attention to that. Now, basically, see how all the stuff I want on display is in the windowed bit? All my fucking junk it just goes into the bottom. And then over here, we have my great big claymore. And that's not a maul sword or anything like that. That's a real forged, you know, combat ready, sharpened claymore, hence why I've got the little bit at the bottom, because I've got a fear of it just like falling like into my foot or something, because that thing will slice the absolute shit out of you. I've got it hanging on the wall here with the wee stag heads, and the reason I've chosen stag heads is because stag heads are actually a symbol of my house. That's you can see them in there, so that's Meakin. Now, one thing that you may notice is this island, right, because the Meakins actually descend from Ireland, right? So originally we're from Leitrim in Ireland, but then we came over, obviously, to Scotland. We married into the Galloway clan, and we were given land in Lanarkshire, which is why so many Meekins are all around Lanarkshire. And that's, oh yeah, there you go. So that's the family crest and all that there. But see, if you want to see the way that Meekin is supposed to be spelled before it was anglicised, that's it there. If it fucking focuses, come on now. Come on. There we go. No, it's not. Fucking. Do you see it there? Meekin. Meekin. Right? Believe it or not, that's kind of how it's pronounced. It means the honourable, funnily enough. Over here, it's just a Dark Souls comic, but it's a kind of rare one. But then, I fucking met Crichton. Like, I'm actually so happy with that, man. I fucking met Crichton. I fucking love Red Dwarf. I love Red Dwarf. Like, see if you go back and watch Red Dwarf, it was red pilled beyond its time. It seriously was, man. I thoroughly enjoy Red Dwarf. In there is my toilet, which I'm not going to take you into because that's where I do my thinking. That's where I do my thinking. That is where I relax. That is my throne where I sit and reflect while I do my morning ablutions. In here is a storage cupboard, and there's all my cards, all arranged in order of commons and uncommons. There's all my big pile of fucking tools and shit because I'm still doing work in the house. Usually I would keep these in the shed, but I'm using them so regularly that I just keep them here. That's just junk. Oh yeah, okay. Those are the dolls that I used for the IVF video, so please ignore that. I don't collect children's toys. And there's my fucking target for my archery. Right. And over here, that's just my desk. You've all fucking seen this. It's in all the fucking videos. It's in all the fucking videos. That's my coffee. Pay no attention to that long thin cigarette. It is just a cigarette. Up here is junk, well, mostly junk. These are all just things that I've put on my shelf, like a stupid Triforce thing. Again, that was a card that I liked from my wife, so I kept it. An ocarina, a Templar, because Deus Vult cunt. Please pay no attention to the magazine in the back. It is unloaded, it is legal. This is a statue, well, not a statue, it's a figurine of the Morrigan, who is a Celtic goddess. She is the Celtic goddess of kings, sovereignty and war. And behind her is my skeen-doo that I wore for my wedding. This is a present that I got from Sue. This is a print that was a limited edition one. It's 50 of 300 from Kojima Studios. I forget the name of the artist. I wouldn't be able to pronounce it correctly anyway, but I just think it's a fucking great piece of art, so I have it there. There's my Legos. Because I like Star Wars Lego. I don't give a fuck. I'm in my 30s. I'm a man with money and time to do what I fucking want, right? If I want to sit and fucking build Star Wars Lego, I'll do whatever the fuck I want, right? I'm a Chad. I do whatever the hell I want. There's my YouTube plaque that I had to fucking fight to get because YouTube just didn't want to talk to me. No, you're not getting your plaque. No, your channel's not online. And I had to fight them for about, like, I think after I hit 100,000, I think I was around 400,000 subscribers, like, by the time I finally got my plaque. Like, and I know, like, you know, I'm probably never going to hit 1 million with the way YouTube's going, but if I ever do hit 1 million, YouTube are just going to tell me, fuck off, you're not getting your plaque. That's just one of them, because my breathing is fucked. My breathing is just terrible, so I've got that to fucking purify the room, which is why I've got my inhalers fucking over here. You know, and a knife. You know, this is where I keep things that may save my life. That's just a coffee, in fact. Nice. Coffee instant type 2. That is my decanter. That's my fancy wee decanter. You will notice that all the other glasses are not clean, apart from the one clean glass that I use. And I think it's Johnny Walker. It's Johnny Walker Black that's in that. And then we've got this cabinet, which is being guarded by your man here. And these are all my whiskies. Now, that right there, Balvenie 12, is my favourite whiskey. I fucking love Balvenie. Balvenie is fucking excellent. I love Balvenie. This one, however, is a little bit special because it is a very, very good whiskey. But I bought this years ago when the Nazi pug shit went down, and I made a wee sort of hang to myself where when all of this is finally over, I'm going to crack that and I'm going to drink it. And you know, if you're for better or for worse, when it's over, I'm going to open that. So that's a special one that I'm keeping there. These are all random ones. Like I've got Chivas. Chivas is a blended. But even for a blended, it's a very, very good whiskey. Jack Daniels, because fucking obviously it's a classic. Lafroig is it is only in there because someone gave it to me as a present. Lafroig is absolute fucking TCP. It is poison. It does not taste good. It is not a good whiskey. Right, it's extremely peaty. Right now, I don't have much of a problem with like peaty whiskies, right? But they properly fucking overdo it to the point where it tastes like you're drinking turpentine, and they use it as a selling point, like, haha, get smacked in the face with peat. I think that actually is the slogan, something like that, a peaty smack in the face or whatever. That doesn't mean it's good. Like, your downside is not your selling point. And then down here we've just got some wee miniatures. I've got Wisers that someone sent me from Canada, which I've not actually had a chance to try that yet, and we've got Hague Club, which I know literally nothing about. I know literally nothing about Hague Club, but I haven't heard good things. Down here, this is my cigar box. I don't really have anything like really fancy in here. I've got these, if it focuses. Come on now, do as you're told. Aye. Principes. These are actually very good. They're not expensive at all. That other box sitting next to it, that is just a little special cigar box. Pay no mind. And then fucking, well, I don't want to film outside, but like this is a day where, like, see, because I'm so fucking bored to the point where I'm filming my own room, like to show people. Usually I would just go out for a drive, but I can't. But my truck just sits like right outside. If I can show you. If I can show you. Come on. Where is it? You can see it. No, you can't. No, you can't see it. It's fine. But yeah, that's my truck. That's my truck. Sitting outside. In fact, that's alright. It means I'm not going to get fucking doxed. But yes. Well, this killed about half an hour. This killed about half an hour of my time. I now need to figure out what to do with the other 23 and a half hours of the day to try and keep myself sane, because I fucking can't go out and I can't fucking do anything. Like, people have actually been riding their horses up and down the street to like pass the time and shit like that. I don't know what they're going to do when the police come, but watching a fucking horse outrun a police car would be pretty fucking funny. But yeah, I've just realised I just did this to kill time. I just did this to fucking kill time. And like, I've still got the rest of the day to go. I can't be arsed doing the other Mad Lads because I've done nothing but fucking writing research. And Mountain Blade Bannerlord doesn't come out for another 2 days. Fuck it. It's another day of Animal Crossing then. Super.